If you are over 60, poor circulation isn't just a minor annoyance, it can be a really serious risk. But what if I told you that one specific kind of drink could start turning things around? And fast? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today. We are going to rank the top circulation-boosting drinks from the absolute worst to the very best, and I'll reveal the one champion that science proves can seriously increase your blood flow. Let's dive in. And let's start with why this is so incredibly important. This isn't just about having cold feet or that annoying tingling feeling. Tripling your fall risk, that's a terrifying number. It shows that what's happening in your legs is a direct threat to your mobility, to your independence. But the real reason this is happening? Well, it's probably not what you think. Okay, so here's the villain in our story. It's a massive drop in your body's ability to produce a single crucial molecule, nitric oxide. After you hit 60, your production of this stuff just plummets by as much as 70%. This is the core reason your arteries start to get stiff and narrow. But here is the amazing news. This is not a one-way street. It is absolutely reversible. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to uncover the hidden crisis happening in your legs. Then we'll explore the science behind the nitric oxide solution. After that, we'll rank the drinks, and finally, I'm going to give you a super simple 30-day action plan to put it all to work. When that nitric oxide level tanks, it's a real crisis inside your body. Your leg muscles are literally starving for oxygen. All the metabolic waste starts to build up, and that's what causes that heavy, achy, tired feeling. And honestly, the most dangerous part, tiny little micro-clots can start to form in those narrowed blood vessels. This is exactly what we have to fight. So this is the most important thing to understand. This decline is not an inevitable part of aging. It's a problem that we can actually solve. The science is crystal clear on this. We can literally force our bodies to start making more nitric oxide just by giving it the right raw materials. Just think of nitric oxide as the master traffic controller for your entire circulatory system. It's the molecule that sends a signal to your arteries that says, hey, relax, open up, and that allows blood to flow freely. And it turns out certain natural compounds in the drinks we're about to cover are the exact raw ingredients your body is craving to make this stuff on demand. And the difference is, well, it's like night and day. Without enough nitric oxide, your blood vessels become like these narrow, congested, blocked up alleyways. It's slow and inefficient. But when you boost your nitric oxide levels, boom, they transform into wide-open, multi-lane superhighways. Blood just rushes through, delivering life-giving oxygen and nutrients right where they need to go. Okay, it's time. Let's get to the ranking. We've gone through the science to separate what actually genuinely works from all the stuff that's just a waste of your time and money. We're going to start at the bottom and work our way all the way up to the absolute best of the best. So let's just get the bottom tier out of the way real quick. Coming in at number 10, regular water. Look, it's essential, but it only gives you about an 8% boost. It's just the baseline. At number 9, green tea. Yeah, it helps a little, about 12%, but it can take months to really see those results. And at number 8, Tart cherry juice gets you to 18%, but it's so often loaded with sugar, which can actually work against your goals. Bottom line, these just aren't powerful enough. Now things are starting to get a little more interesting here in the middle tier. Pomegranate juice and a good cocoa drink, they're respectable. They boost flow by 22 and 24%, but they can be expensive, and again, you gotta watch that sugar content. Watermelon juice at number 5 is actually a pretty strong contender, giving a 28% boost. But, good luck finding it year-round. It's just not practical for most of us. All right, coming in at number 4, we have a seriously underrated powerhouse, hibiscus tea. This stuff delivers a really impressive 31% improvement in blood flow, and it works fast. People often see results in just 10 days. And the best part, it's incredibly cheap. The only big caution here is that it can have a powerful effect on blood pressure, so you absolutely have to check with your doctor if you're on any kind of blood pressure medication. Now, what's really fascinating about our number 3 is the science behind it. Celery juice is just packed with natural nitrates. Your body takes these nitrates and converts them directly into nitric oxide, and that leads to a massive 35 to 40% increase in blood flow in as little as 3 hours. The only downsides are practical ones. You need a juicer, and let's be real, the taste, it's not for everyone. And at number 2, we have the undisputed king of nitrates, arugula. Yes, that peppery salad green. When you blend it into a smoothie, it can improve blood flow by a staggering 42%. Just think, 2 cups of arugula, maybe some berries, a little almond milk. It's a circulation supercharger. The only reason it's not number 1 is simply the daily commitment it takes to make it. But if you're willing, the results are just phenomenal. And that, my friends, brings us to the top spot. The one drink that combines maximum effectiveness, proven scientific results, affordability, and, maybe most importantly, ease of use. This is the absolute king of circulation drinks. It's beetroot juice. So why beetroot juice? Because it packs the highest concentration of those circulation-boosting dietary nitrates into a simple, ready-to-go, easy-to-drink form. And the science behind it? Well, it's just jaw-dropping. Okay, just look at the data. A landmark study on older adults found that daily beetroot juice resulted in a 45% improvement in blood flow to the legs. I mean, let that sink in for a second. That's not a small adjustment. That is a fundamental change in how your body is working. And it doesn't stop there. That same study found a 38% reduction in arterial stiffness. What that means is your arteries are becoming more flexible, more youthful, and far better at delivering blood exactly where it needs to be. So, what does this actually mean for your daily life? It means a 22% improvement in walking endurance. That's the difference between shuffling carefully and walking with real strength and confidence again. This is where the science hits the pavement, literally, and gives you back your quality of life. Now, to get these incredible results, you have to use it correctly. The key is 8 ounces every single morning on an empty stomach. That's for maximum absorption. And please, make sure you're buying pure juice with no added sugar. And don't be alarmed if your urine turns pink. It's a totally harmless side effect. The only real warning is to check with your doctor first if you have a history of kidney stones. All right, let's turn all of this information into real action. Because knowing this stuff is one thing, actually getting results is what really matters. So here is a simple, powerful plan you can start using tomorrow. Here is your 30-day challenge. Step 1, start every morning with that beetroot juice. That's your non-negotiable foundation. Step 2, for an extra boost in the afternoon, add in a hibiscus tea or some celery juice. Step 3, to really hit a home run, rotate in that powerful arugula smoothie a few times a week. And step 4, maybe the most important, track your progress. Notice the warmth in your feet, less cramping, how far you can walk. You will feel the difference. Please, you've got to avoid these simple mistakes that can totally sabotage your efforts. Drink these on an empty stomach. And this is a weird one, but don't use mouthwash right after because it kills the good bacteria in your mouth that you need for the nitrate conversion. Be patient. Real healing takes time. And of course, never stop your medications without talking to your doctor. And always, always buy the pure, unsweetened versions of these drinks. So the big takeaway here is this. Poor circulation is not a sign that your body is broken or that you're just getting old. No, it's a sign that our modern diet is broken. It's been stripped of these natural nitrates our bodies desperately need to function properly. When you fix that deficiency in your diet, you can fix your circulation. And that really leaves us with a final thought to chew on. What if we reframe this whole problem? Maybe poor circulation isn't some disease we have to manage with pills, but instead, it's just a nutritional deficiency that we have the power to correct with the right foods. Now that's something to think about.